Is your sister still gay, or is she bi, or is she straight, or what?
Babe, what are you talking about?
Well, I don't know. I've seen her with girls and I've seen her with guys, so I don't know.
She just broke up with her girlfriend. That should give you your answer.
Yeah, she's still kind of sad about that, huh?
Well, yeah, she's devastated. Why?
Well, because the FDA just approved new medication for lesbians with depression.
Don't.
It's called Tricoxagen.
Welcome back to If You Laugh, You're Conservative.
I'm going to say this one more time for the people in the back with their headphones on. If you're afraid of trans women in women's bathrooms, then you're not afraid of trans women, you're afraid of men.
So you're agreeing with us that trans women are actually men. Got it.
Go ahead and step on the scale. Okay, get off. Don't break our shit. Doctor! What's up? This one's urgent. So what brings you in today, Donna? Crane? Forklift? I'm just kidding, you're huge. Just a checkup, really. I've been doing what you said and dieting. I've actually lost 8 pounds. That sounds like an accounting error. Has your sleep improved? Still waking up every 4 hours? No, did I say that? No, I just assumed you'd be waking up to flip the brisket or whatever. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. See? You can inhale without sucking down a hot dog. So how the kids doing? Oh, they're doing great. Thanks for asking. Ginger's starting. Shut up. That's irrelevant to me. I don't care what they're doing. I just wanted to make sure they hadn't been eaten.
How did your son learn to count so well?
Oh. Can I get 4 number 3s and 5 number 2s and a large Diet Coke?
Hey, white people. Let's not use this word anymore.
What, ghetto? You don't want me to call you ghetto anymore?
Why is it always white people telling other white people what we can and cannot say what's culturally appropriate for other races?
It's the final brain cell.
Forbidden AI videos.
So are you enjoying the sun?
Well, I was until you came and fucking blocked it.
How does it feel being deported?
Yeah, feels great, honestly. Before this, I took out a $220,000 loan and sent it to my family in Mexico. Catch me if you can.
Indian kryptonite.
Dad, I started wearing deodorant.
Oh my gosh.
Get the fuck out of my house. You are dead to me.
I want to file a report. And one other thing, why is that officer all the way back there?
He has his body cam on and he is trying to fit you in the frame.
What? Even the moon?
Do you know that this moon was promised to us 3,000 years ago?
How can you breathe here?
I am a Jew.
Y'all niggas think I'm scared? Y'all motherfuckers better get the hell on. I ain't going no. Y'all know damn where.
Please let me out. I will never fail at scamming and telemarketing again.
What are you gonna eat later?
I'm probably gonna cook rice later. Hey, Rice, get down from there.
Sniff your dog like they sniff you.
A well-trained dog will make no attempt to share your lunch. He will just make you feel so guilty that you cannot enjoy it.
Very true.
Winnie?
POV, you figured out how to get your toddler to eat her dinner.
Sit. Good girl. Parker, sit. Good girl. Yeah.
I'm just a big toasty cinnamon bun. I never want to leave this bed.
100 British people versus 100 Americans. One big room, no weapons. Who's winning?
I'm genuinely not even trying to be patriotic.
No weapons, boo.
But I truly believe that against 100 British people, 30 Americans could get the job done and take the W. And to illustrate this, I'm going to draft a very diverse, broad-ranging fantasy team of 30. Here we go. 2 people from Appalachia born and raised among the mountain folk. 2 Floridians with a criminal record. 2 blue-collar workers from Boston. 1 drunk Eagles fan born and raised in Philly. 1 Waffle House employee, any state.
That's all you need is the one.
1 corn-fed Midwesterner, 1 emo Midwesterner. That's 10 right there. Then we add 1 grandma from Louisiana, 1 old man from Atlanta, 2 Italian Americans from New Jersey, 1 with mob connections, 1 without, 2 women from the LA area that identify as Chicana and wear gold hoops, 1 veteran who has definitely committed a war crime, 1 polyamorous person from the Pacific Northwest who still believes everyone should be masking, 1 gay man from Rhode Island who identifies as a bear, and that 1 girl in high school who smoked weed and has a big-ass tapestry in her room. That's 20 right there, which I think could get the job done, but just in case there are any duds? Let's add 1 citizen of Texas who refers to themselves as a patriot, 1 no-nonsense softball playing lesbian, 1 no-nonsense basketball playing bisexual, 1 middle-aged dad in the suburbs who directs people pulling out of parking spots, 1 cowboy, 1 cowgirl, 1 farmer, 1 person from Baltimore, 1 person from Chicago, 1 New York City cab driver. That's 30 right there. They're taking it.
We're gonna bust your beans, you muppet.
How to dress to attract a man, a tutorial. Rule number 1, make sure your hair is always long and lustrous and never put up. Rule number 2, make sure to show a little skin, especially those stems, ladies. Rule number 3, footwear should be dainty and delicate. Rule number 4, show off that waist at all times. Rule number 5, always have a pleasant expression on your face.
I think I'm in love. When you try to help the workman with important work, but the job needs 0 golden retriever, but you help anyways. I disagree. Any work needs a golden retriever in the middle of it.
Hop on here and say that if you have SNAP and you're unemployed, you probably need a job now, because in the next, they said if you don't have a job, you need to get a job within 3 months. And judging how the job market is and how my friends here on TikTok know that finding a job is hard. I've applied to at least like over maybe 70 jobs in the past month. I've gotten like 10 rejection emails, and then the other 60 haven't even gotten back to me. So
I can't imagine why.
So if Trump wants us to get off of SNAP, if the big mean orange man, our president, wants us to get off SNAP, maybe he should create more jobs.
You're already dressed like a cracked out Ronald McDonald. Why don't you go apply for McDonald's? I guarantee you she is super underqualified for the job she's actually applying for. I need to make $100,000 a year with absolutely nothing to add to the job market, and I have to work from home.
You know the best way to stop depression? Work your ass off.
Every time you turn on the TV, you see women in films reacting stoically, controlling emotions, staying calm in high-pressure situations.
Doing math.
Giving men the false impression that this is somehow what they should be expecting from a woman's personality.
Whether that's Kristen Ritter not wanting to talk about her feelings in Jessica Jones, or Charlize Theron's short, concise, data-driven answers to questions in Mad Max, I don't think these filmmakers realize or care about the harm they are doing by asking women to live up to those unattainable, emotional, and storytelling ideals.
I had a friend come up to me recently complaining that his date took forever to get ready. They missed the previews. Then she started crying as if this is some abnormal event. I had to grab the guy and say, Dave, I don't know what you saw in Girl with a Dragon Tattoo, but this is what a woman looks like without having her personality airbrushed by Hollywood.
That's why I so much appreciate what they are doing on The View.
Yes.
Personality, positivity, showing what a real woman looks like completely unshackled from whether statistics or evidence even remotely lines up with the points they are making.
I want to also applaud the makers of The View for just putting their raw, undesirable personalities out there, flaws and all, so men can see a realistic depiction of what to expect from a woman.
Reason 30,467 of why men don't live as long as women.
It blows my mind that Joe says things like this and people still vote for him.
By the way, the same stable genius that said the biggest problem we had in the Revolutionary War is we didn't have enough airports.
Whoa. What? What are you talking about, man?
What?
All right, buddy, they're about done. Will you grab me buns? Oh, what are you doing?
You said grab your buns.
Not my buns. Grab the hamburger buns. What are you doing, man, you weirdo?
Now, hold on just a minute there, brother. If I show up and I'm picking up a big load like this on a pallet and
That forklift just did the Dairy Queen flip.
you flip that thing upside down and take that pallet back and I gotta unload it all now without a pallet, I'm gonna be some sort of kind of mad, brother. I'll tell you what.
There are concerns within the White House or from the president himself over the cuts that happened under Musk while he was advising DOGE, including the National Weather Service?
I think I've already addressed that, Kristen, and what I can tell you is that these offices were fully staffed. The San Angelo office was fully staffed with 12 forecast meteorologists. There were no vacancies. The San Antonio office was operating with 11 forecasters, and as Brian said, the union themselves said that there was adequate staffing. So I think those words speak for themselves, and the numbers speak for themselves. This was a once-in-a-century a flash flood, a tragic natural disaster, and the administration is doing all that we can on the ground to help these families during this time of need.
The left is so quick to blame Trump for these Texas floods, yet they forget that during the hurricane, Biden was chilling at the beach and Kamala Harris was throwing a fundraising party. What's this rapper's name? Type 2? The sky is falling. The sky is... Boys are simple creatures. Do as I'm doing. Follow me. Yeah.
Chaos at the Bronx Zoo today as yet another child was found inside the gorilla enclosure. Officials are baffled, asking the same question we all are. How does this keep happening? Eyewitnesses say the gorilla...
You know what's sad? Someone's grandparents 100% don't know that this is AI. My dad sends me these videos all the time. Can you believe this happened? No, Dad, because it didn't happen. I just love how there's like a 5-foot chain link fence between you and the gorillas, and you can just come right up to the fence. What the hell? You married a yapper, so you get a tiny yapper. Interesting. I am also perturbed by the amount of rain we've been receiving in recent days.
Why is I locked in this little prison? I must escape. I'm free. Second try. Yeah, made it. Parkour. Whoa.
Ooh, I got close on that one. Ooh, it's a miracle I didn't make contact, James, but you can't do nothing because I'm not touching you. It's a free country. I can put my paw anywhere I want. Let me waft it around. Can you tell where I just came from, James? The litter box. Number 2. And now I might slap your noggin. I may not, but... Ow!
I know an Arizona green tea when I see one.
Actually, this has become the sort of disgusting behavior that I've come to expect from those who consider themselves as quote-unquote liberals and progressives. Look at this right here. May all visitors, children, non-MAGA voters, and pets be safe and dry. Kerr County MAGA voters to gut FEMA. They deny climate change. May they get what they voted for.
Well, this bitch got fired. A children's doctor said this.
I think Disney's going to ban me for this one. My corn dog is still intact.
Yeah, you should definitely be banned. You should never be around kids. Ever. You're at a children's park talking about your dick. You are absolutely vile and disgusting.
Hell yeah.
If they can deport people that they don't want in their country, I can abort a fetus I don't want in my country.
Okay, so then by your logic, that means your country has a border, right? A boundary in which you can choose who's fit to enter your country. Let's say somebody really wants to enter your country. What would they need? Consent. Yeah. And let's say, God forbid, somebody enters your country without your permission and consent.
Order for John?
Yep, that's me, thank you.
One more thing, can I please use your bathroom real quick?
I don't see why not.
Thank you.
How to break up with a Latina.
So funny.
Hey, that's my ex's house right there.
That's my house.
Oh, hell no!
The shoes are off.
Dad, something happened to Grandma. Something happened to Grandma? Yeah. What happened? She fell. She fell? Yeah, and she's hurt. She's hurt? How did she fall? I pushed her. Because I don't give a shit. How do you look at yourself in the mirror in the morning? Like this?
Something people romanticize, but is actually horrible. Okay, how about camping out by a lake like this? You get mobbed by mosquitoes.
Unfortunately, this video doesn't have any sound to it. But this is arguably one of the coolest women I've ever seen. She smiles at girls and she stares at guys. Whoa.
Her t-shirt says, "Stop killing women." I think we can universally agree, not a good idea.
There was a protest in Mexico City that got mostly peaceful.
We got to read this sign. Pay taxes, speak Spanish, use pesos, or get out of here. This is in Mexico, everyone.
Got mostly peaceful. And what's got these Mexicans so upset is peak irony. When remote work became popular in 2020, more and more Americans moved to Mexico City to take advantage of cheaper prices.
It was just a dream that I had.
You can buy a house, a mansion in Mexico for like $50,000.
And that dream is just to be treated like everyone else, to be treated fairly, equally, and to have peace. And Mexico City is the place where I've been able to achieve that.
Since then, prices have soared and people are pissed.
El día de hoy estamos luchando contra la gentrificación. La gentrificación es este proceso por el cual las personas originarias de los barrios se ven desplazadas por gente con mayor poder adquisitivo. Es decir,
this guy just spray painted "Kill a Gringo."
Gente que viene de otros países, en su mayoría extranjeros, a querer imponer su cultura, sus precios y desplazar a los mexicanos, a los nativos de estas tierras.
Huh. You're telling me mass migration has negative effects on the host city or country? Unbelievable! Some of these protest signs are so on the nose that I had to make sure I wasn't being swindled by AI. Gringo, stop stealing our home. Your new home is an invasion. Learn Spanish, respect our culture, pay effing taxes. Spanish is spoken here. Gringo, I want you to go back to your country.
Damn.
Not your home. Pay taxes, learn Spanish, respect my culture. Have Americans in Mexico tried shutting down highways? I hear that one's effective. Or burning the Mexican flag? Or starting cars on fire? Come on, guys, the blueprint for success has already been laid out. No human is illegal on stolen land.
Unless you're American in Mexico.
We are not going anywhere. Our family is not going anywhere. And we will stand up against any injustice that comes towards our community and other communities as well.
If the Americans in Mexico just fly a lot of American flags and be as disruptive as possible, I'm sure the Mexican government and its people will have sympathy for you.
People from an immigrant background are very worried right now, and they need the most help right now.
I don't think it's right. I'm not okay with that. You know, a lot of people they're going after, they're here for a chance. They're here to support a system that doesn't support them.
You might even get some Mexican liberal boomers to sing some songs for you.
Put your finger on your ear, on your ear. Pay attention, we're the guardrails now.
Mexico City is home. I expect to be here forever.
I'll stay in Mexico for as long as y'all will have me.
What's really crazy is that these Americans in Mexico that the Mexicans are protesting against are in Mexico legally. They got their visas, they entered legally. Yeah, if Mexicans enter the US illegally, us Americans, we should just accept them with open arms. Checking to see what version of my wife I'm getting today.
Are you doing okay today?
Why are you talking to me?
Okay.
We have unlocked a new racism term, and it's called black fatigue, where racist people say they are tired of hiding their racisms.
Because black fatigue is real. I think society as a whole is there. We are just so unbelievably fed up with the ghetto ratchet behavior, entitlement, the victimhood.
Now they're going to blame black people for their racist thoughts and not being able to express their racism freely. And I have fatigue of listening to some of the most brain-dead people on the internet.
Really? You don't see it at this point? You don't understand you don't understand why white people are becoming more racist? You really don't get it? Or are you just Jewish?
We have
The pendulum has swung back the other way. We were supposed to have all this white guilt because of Jim Crow laws, because of slavery. So black people were put onto a pedestal. But no matter what color you are, if you're acting like an a-hole, it needs to be called out. Case in point, the new rules that Carnival Cruise Lines has released, making black passengers say they feel targeted.
Carnival came out and said, so you think the fan ban wasn't enough? Watch this. There's two parts to this one. Let's talk about it. The first one, they're saying no more hip hop on a lot of cruises. Maybe they're trialing it. Maybe they're testing it. It's just rumor, but no more hip hop. And the last part's the wobble dance. They're saying no more wobble dance because it's causing too many problems. Carnival came at you.
Unfortunately, not everyone is as wise as this man.
Any party that disrespects you enough to bring Cardi B to convince you, a high school dropout, pole dancing, WAP singer, is to tell me that she knows who will be a better president. Any party that does that, you should leave that party immediately.
Yeah, because
you see that Donald Trump is white, isn't it? Mm-hmm. If Donald Trump had said everything he has said, but had remained Democrat, oh, Jesus, they'll write a Bible by now and force you to buy one for your kids at school.
Cardi B not only was a stripper, she's admitted to sleeping with men and then stealing their cash out of the hotel room and basically robbing them.
Cardi B, when she was on Instagram Live, she was talking about people who were criticizing her, saying that she doesn't deserve to be in the position that she's in, and here's what she said.
I have a question for all the rich New Yorkers that are acting like little b****s and moving to Fort Lauderdale.
This should be good.
You can't handle a 2% increase in your personal taxes.
Maybe it's not so much that they can't handle it as much as they don't want to.
Didn't we literally go to war over a T-tax increase of 3%?
2%! 2%!
First of all, this assumes that a 2% increase in tax is the only effect that's going to happen on their income, which it's not. Right now, if you live in New York City and you make $1 million a year, you're being taxed at nearly 52%. $1 million is broken down like so. $310K to the feds, $100K to Medicare, $75,000 to New York State tax, $38,000 to a New York City tax, leaving you with $523,760 of liability, 52%. $1 million salary minus $523,760 in liability leaves you with this at the end of the year, $476,240. An additional 2% off of $1 million will be $20K. 456 is the new number. Divide that by the original number and you get that number, which means that an additional 2% tax on $1 million would take nearly 10% of your take-home pay away. It's just 2%. Let's go back to the original math. If you move from New York City to Fort Lauderdale, which apparently makes you a B, all this is gone. That's $75K in your pocket plus $38,760, plus the additional 20% they want to steal. So by moving to Fort Lauderdale and no state income tax, Florida, you would keep an additional $133,760 of your annual income. That difference in taxes would leave you with an additional $11,146 a month.
When your wife comes to you upset because the kids refuse to listen or go to sleep. Okay, Daddy's home. Where's the belt? Oh, take away the tablets. Oh, no, not the tablets. Oh, throw away the tablets you paid for. Uh-huh. Okay. All right, he turned it around. He turned it around. Checking for bald spots. Okay. We see what you did there. So you shave your cheeks? Are you Greek? Bacon Jr.
How to get any girl's attention at a party. Quick glance, smile, look at a friend, take a drink, look away. And how to get any girl's attention at a party. Quick glance, smile, look at a friend, take a drink, look away, and bring them back. Flare the nostrils, soften it, bite the lip, harder, puff the chest, mating call. Look away. Look at your watch. Is that a fly? And we're back. Smolder. Cross-eyed. Hard to get. Bite. Laugh. And gone. Add some mystery. Now baby face. Dance. Slow it down. And peacock. Bigger. Bigger. She's all yours.
What video made you laugh? Drop a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Conservative Vibes. I'm CV, and I'll see you in the next video.